Hello, good evening everyone. Today we are here to discuss about the light. What is the light and what is its basic properties and sources of the light. So first of all we learn about the definition of the light. What is the light? Light is a form of electromagnetic radiations that enables the human eye to see or make things visible. It means that light helps us to make things visual. In other words, we can say that light is a electromagnetic radiation which makes things visible to eye. That's all about light. And now we learn about the sources of the light. Sources of the light mainly are two types. First one is natural and the second one is the man-made. Natural, which are gifted to us by the nature, and the second one is the man-made. Man-made, which are invented by us or scientists. Example of the natural sources of the light is sun, stars, and the fire, etc. And the man-made, first one the torch, second one the bulbs, lasers, lamps, etc. Now we are going to discuss about the properties of the light. What is the properties of the light? The first property of the light is the light travels in the straight line. Everywhere you see that the light travels everywhere in the straight line. And the second one is the speed of the light is greater than the sound. Light travels at a speed of 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. And the third one is the reflection of the light. And the fourth one is the reflection of the light. Next one is dispersion of the light. And the fifth one is light does not need to a material medium to travel. Reflection of the light. What is the reflection of the light? When a ray of light falls on any object. When a ray of light falls on any object, this object will be polished, smooth or shiny. Anyway, then light from that object bounces back. Light from that object bounces back those rays of light to our eyes. This is known as the reflection of the light. The law of the reflection is, first law of the reflection is the incident ray. The incident ray and the reflected ray. Incident ray, reflected ray and the normal. Incident ray, reflected ray and the normal all lie in the same plane. And the second one is the angle of incidence. The angle of the incidence, which means the angle between the incidence ray and the normal, that represent with the eye. And the angle of reflection, the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection will always be equal. That means I is equal to R, where I is the angle of incidence and R is the angle of the reflection. It is the law of the reflection. And the next topic is the refraction. What is the reflection of the light? The reflection of the light. Reflection is the phenomenon in which there is a change in the speed of light when it travels from one medium to another medium, and there is a bending of the ray of the light. It means when it travels one medium to another medium. First medium is the rarer medium and the second one is the denser medium. When it travels from the one medium to another medium, its speed will be changes and it bend towards the normal or it's go far from the normal. It's all about the reflection of the light. So after the reflection, the next topic is laws of the reflection. What is the laws of the reflection? There is two laws of the reflection, and the first one is the incident ray and the reflected ray. Incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal to the surface and the normal to the surface at the point of incident. It is a point of incidence, all in the same plane. incident ray, refracted ray, and the normal at the point of incident. At the point of incident, in all in the same plane. And next one is the ratio of the sine of the angle of the incidence. The ratio of sine of the angle of incidence. Angle of incidence is I. Angle of reflection is the R. Then what is this saying? The ratio of the sine of angle of incidence. Sine of angle of incidence I, and to the sine of the angle of refraction. Sine of the angle of the refraction. R is the angle of the refraction. Is always a constant. Ratio sine I upon sine R is equal to always equal to n, where n is the refractive index. It's all from my side. Thank you, Baijuj, for giving me chance to represent the topic light. Thanks a lot.